Papoose speaks about once being blackballed in the industry by the DJs, and DJ Envy admits to being one of those DJs that wouldn't play Papoose music because of K Slay. Let's get into the clip.
I ain't gonna say. I've been in the studio one time and somebody came in there and was like, "Man, Pap just snuffed me." What? I promise you, yo. He's like, I act like I had a gun to get out. I was like, damn. This is not when I first moved up to New York. I was like, God.
Nah, I can't lie, man. When I first came in the game, man, I was fresh, straight off the sidewalk in Brooklyn. So my mentality was everything these rappers say is real, and if anybody don't cooperate with my career, we mobbing on them. And that was the most ignorant mentality I had. That played a part in my demise too. You know what I'm saying?
You think people still hold grudges?
They held grudges, and I burnt a lot of bridges. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in my mind, they was blocking me. So I'm like, oh nah, we gotta fuck this dude up. Most ignorant mentality. You can't mix the industry with the street. You cannot do it.
Charlamagne said something I always quoted. What, the Wolves?
Oh, wolves don't make good house pets.
Wolves don't make good. And I remember when Pap was coming up. Pap snuffed a lot of people, but I think we was all young, right? So when Pap was coming up, I wouldn't play Pap records because Pap was with Slay, and I ain't fuck with Slay at the time. And then, so that was that. Then I know Pap.
What was your issue with Slay?
I had that problem though with a lot of DJs. This is a very serious moment that he just said.
Yeah.
What was the problem?
Because Slay was slapping people.
He slapped you?
No, he was not.
This is what happened to me though.
But me and Slay had issues. I mean, we cool now, we good now, but we had issues coming up. So I never fucked with Slay, so I never played Pap. Slay never played my artist.
That's true.
Then Pap.
Because at Shade 45, he had some issues with other DJs up there too.
Yeah, remember Slay and then Green Lantern, and they had problems, so nobody played. And then Clue. So it was just like instead of New York coming together, we all we be at the same club, and everybody have their own section. Nobody fuck with each other.
Let me tell you what happened. So I meet Slay, right? We lock in. We signed a deal. My bad. We signed a deal, and I'm like, okay, it's on now. You work at Hot 97. Everybody gonna support me. I'm going to DJs and I'm getting resistance. I go back to Slay. I'm like, yo, Slay, what's up with these dudes, man? He's like, man, we good, man. Don't worry. I was like, we not good. I need them to play my records too. But he never told me the situation, so I started seeing it for myself. And I'm like, all right, niggas is hating on me. So certain dudes, it started making me like, all right, niggas hating. All right, they're going to have an issue then. You know what I mean? And that put me in a bad predicament now.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, he's beating up DJs.
Right. Because really, in reality, you could have conversations with people and be like, look, the approach could be different. But instead, it's, all right, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you either.
Right. And
back then it wasn't like that.
It wasn't just DJs.
Yeah.
It wasn't just DJs. A lot of people stood in the way of my career because of personal reasons. You got to realize, Slay was in the game before me. I never even had issues with these dudes. But they like, oh, you inherited this beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it made it rough. I mean, that's how the industry was. That's why I always say New York never stuck together, because everybody wanted their own crew. No, because just imagine if we all were together doing things together, it would be unstoppable. But we all was in our own lane, and I know it made it difficult for you, because I know for a fact I was like, I ain't playing Pap record.
I know. I'm telling you,
the truth.
He wasn't the only one.
But I had problems with Slay. Like me and Slay had serious beef. So I'm not gonna play his artist. He's not gonna play my artist. And it was the same thing, but thank God we all grew up, and we all.
Did that ever go over to the artist? Like, did you say I don't fuck a Red Cafe then because of that?
This was before Red.
Nah.
Oh, before Red. Okay.
It was like it was unspoken. It was just like, damn, what's going on here? Why are these dudes hating on me? That was my mentality, and just certain dudes caught it. You know what I'm saying? Certain ones didn't. You know what I mean? Like Envy, we never went there. You know what I mean? But
you wanted to though.
Nah, man.
But that also came with the story of good house pets. I had to make sure that I was out with a bunch of people. So when Pat came with a bunch of people, it was going to be clash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. But what usually happened if somebody got into a fight, somebody got locked up, somebody got cut, something happened, you had to pay for that.
But you know what was amazing? The fact that none of the DJs wanted to support me, but I was still able to get a $1.5 million deal with Slay having 2 hours on the radio a week. 12 o'clock at night.
Right.
That made them more mad. They're like, how the hell they pulled this off?
Yeah. So they started hating more. Yeah.
So shout out to Slay, man. We were still able to be successful amongst the hate and the rejection.
Are there any New York artists you like now?
To like, subscribe, and leave a comment.